All right, it's another Sunday, and it's time to review the market. We're gonna remove all drawings and set this thing up right from the beginning. So we're looking at SPY. This is a 1 week chart. Um, so we're up here. I'm really not gonna worry too much about what we have going on down here. SPY has been away from this area for a really long time, so I kind of just like to put my big ones, big areas. We're going to change that from a dash line to a regular line, and we're going to give it some color just so that it is distinctive as a higher area of importance. I have another one here. This is a 1 week chart again, so if we need to add more as we go in, then we will. Looks like it stopped somewhere here. I'm going to go ahead and call this one rather than the the smaller ones that I tried in between. Let's go into a 1 day chart. And the 1 day chart has been really messy on SPY for some time. Viewing it on a Heikin Ashi is a little bit helpful, but in reality, I mean, you're not really seeing a whole lot. Um, but it's always an option if you need to see something more. Um, what I really enjoy is the 4 hour chart. So the 4 hour chart obviously provides a lot more information, provides better levels. You can add as many as you need. For the time being, I'm actually going to be focusing on this part of the SPY just because this is where we are spending most of our time. Um, I'm going to be focusing on smaller areas like this one, and because that is a smaller area, we are going to change it into a dash line, and I like white for my small dashed areas. Anything that I may miss, I'll add in here. Um, let's take a look here where it stopped. Not a whole lot here. I do see this guy here. Long wick here. This area kind of serving as a support here. So we're actually going to, I'm gonna add a small one here just to have it available. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Apologize about that. Um, I'm zoom in a little bit more and just find out what it is that we're looking at. Let's see here. Obviously the downtrend, which we broke. In the same way that you break any downtrend, you typically tend to return. Doesn't really seem like it wants to return. A little bit of trending support here, really far away from here, but it also has a top, so let's borrow this one. And actually not very straight, not channel like, unless it broke out. Let's see here. It's possible that it might have broke out of there, actually. I didn't anticipate or didn't really see this breakout happening, to be completely honest with you, but now that I'm looking at it from this perspective, yeah, it broke out. Typically on the retest, you'd like to see a little bit more volume than this. Tomorrow, hopefully, tomorrow, Monday, it would be nice to see this volume looking more like this. But wow, I did not see this breakout. I did not see this channel breakout. Um, I was a little bit confused about why the channel was making higher highs out of this area. To be completely honest with you, earnings were done, and there was no outlook of Fed rate cuts anywhere in this time frame. This upcoming week, we do have the Fed. We have PIP or CPI or some PPI, something like that, and Powell speaking. And there's some other reports coming out on the 15th. So the 14th and 15th, which is Tuesday and Wednesday, have a lot of information. It's a stacked week. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Oh, left all of my lines in the 4-hour chart, which actually will make it easier to add lines in the 1-hour chart if we need to. Let's focus on what we got going on over here. Excuse me. Actually, I may need some of these. I'm going to bring the big ones over to the other side. Let's go one or more. And okay. All right, so I have that one there, that one there. Go back, grab this one. I apologize about this, but we make quick work of it. It's not like it's going to be world ending or holding us back in any kind of way. Let's see here. All right. So in the 1-hour chart, let's see. So now it makes sense. Now it really does make sense. I really was not expecting this breakout, but now it makes perfect sense. So we broke out the top, approached one of the levels. This is a 518.10. Return. Not bad. Not bad at all. A little bit of support. Let's draw this little guy here. Give a little bit of support. Broke out the top. This is a nice breakout with plenty of volume. And then, so I'm actually going to adjust this. I really do like it there. I will do one of these. Just don't like the space that this left here behind. After the breakout, it had like another small support here. But it's just when these supports are so close to the zone, they make me nervous. It's possible you're expecting it to go all the way to the zone and you forget that these little supports are there. So then you actually end up setting your take profit to the support, and you get, wiped out, or you lose your take profit because it turns around on the small support that it made previously. So we're done here with the 1 hour. I do like the trend that it's creating. It looks like it's creating a little bit of a trend here. I don't want to add too much. I know that it broke out the top. I do like this little one. So let's go back to a 4 hour so that we can remember what it is that we're looking at. So we're looking at the breakout here. Breakout, nice clean breakout, rejection of the zone, return, support off of the top of the channel, I guess. It's probably the easiest way to explain it. Man, I like this. I did not see this breakout happening, or the way that it happened. I'm going to add one up top. Let's see here. Do I want it up here? I think I'd rather have it here, just because of these guys here. I don't want that one. I want, again, it's a small area. It's a small area. It's not a big area. So it's like an area within an area. Okay. So I'm actually going to bring this one out of the 4 hour. And we're going to show it up in the 1 hour. Let's see if this guy shows up in the 1 hour. Okay. So let's bring these two. These are easier to read now. Okay. So now we have we have a clear area uh, of where it is that we're trading, and we can analyze the way that we moved around these areas in greater detail. So I think we'll be able to figure this out without the help of our drawing buddy here. Let's go. Breakout, breakout, breakout. VWAP, hold VWAP pretty good. Breakout support. I like this. Missed that. That's nice. It's a nice chart pattern. Structures. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Broke, but held. So broke pre-market, held the market. We might be touching this. We might be moving up on Monday morning. Monday morning, we're definitely going to be moving up a little bit. Probably to here, which is, 523.24. I should really call out my levels. And this is a 524.50. So I imagine that we're going to be moving on up back into these levels. Just the way that the market perfectly held this. Let's take a look at a 5 minute here. So we're trading below the VWAP. Theoretically speaking, these are perfect bearish conditions, excuse me. Theoretically, always theoretically. But we bounce right off of that support. And lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher lows. 1, 2, 3 equals. And then we kind of created an area here. I'm gonna add this guy. Actually, I want this one. I like this. I'm gonna roll it into this next week just to make sure that we have something to work with. And I like this trend a lot. I think obviously we broke this. There's no way that we can be using this, but I do like this. Well, we broke it in the pre-market, so I guess we can probably take that off. This one can stay. That was solid. Probably close that one out. Downtrend, break. Oh gosh, I like this. I was watching this move around. As the market was live on that Friday. And yeah, pretty much. I mean, as soon as it gave us the range, it was really nice to trade. It was a perfect range. It never broke out of either side. It really did not break out of either side. Even in the afternoon, once it broke out the top, I mean, it really wasn't like an incredible break by any means, because the break that you wanted was to VWAP at the beginning. It ended up breaking towards the end of the afternoon, but I mean, this strength of a break is not compared to what we broke out down here or down here somewhere. Up here, excuse me. So I do like the way that it held this range, and it was a decent range. It was 519.94 to 520.66. So what is that, like $1.50, $1.60, 94, about $1.70. It's not a bad range. It was not a bad range. You could have constantly taken it up, taken it down. It wasn't a bad range. You definitely could have made some money if you had a MACD going on here or something like that. You could have definitely identified trends pretty easily. On Friday, I was not trading, so I was mostly just watching. But I do want to. I have I mean, at this point here, we're going to be very happy with the range here. Uh, Range between 519.66 and 523.24. Again, just as a reminder, we have PPI data. I think it's PPI. I hope it's PPI. On Tuesday and Wednesday, Tuesday, and Powell speaks on Wednesday. So we'll see.